Okay, hi Aaron. It's been a while. I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm going to show you the software I wrote for you. So we are at knight-time.net. It's a good name, Nighttime. Come on. Right now, please pay attention. No www. If you go to www, it will fail. I did not set up www yet. So just go to knighttime.net. So this is what they'll see when they come to this page. They'll type in their ID number. My ID number is 1004, and it'll pull up all of my punches from today. You can see I already had a punch this morning at 9:44. It's now 11 a.m. So if I want to punch, I can click punch. It'll tell me to upload a photo. Now I am on my computer. If you were on a phone or if you were on your tablet, it would ask you to take a picture, but I'm on a computer, so I just have to pick a picture. And it says thank you, and it punches you in, and you're done. So that's the process. You type in your ID, you click punch, you take your picture, and you're done. So I just punched in twice. If I type in my ID again, you'll see my list of punches, so you can look up your own punches for today at any time. You can see I punched, it's 13 seconds and 4 seconds. So that's it as far as what they have to do for punching. To see their punches as the admin, you're going to go to knighttime.net/admin. I already have that open over here. Actually, I'll show you how it works. So ignore that. Nice logo for you. You'll have an admin and a password. Right now it's just kind of a throwaway. You can set it to whatever you want, or just tell me and I'll set it to whatever you want and everybody can share it, or whatever you want to do. When you get logged in, it'll show you everybody who's punched today, just by default. So you can immediately see if you want to know John Smith punched in yet, well, go to this page. If his name's here, he punched in. If his name's not here, he didn't punch in yet. Shows you all my punches for today. It'll show it for all 70, 80 people, whatever you have. If you want to see an individual punch, you head over here. So this is called the dashboard. You can navigate here on the left. So the dashboard button will always bring you back to today. Let's go to the employees next. That's easiest. So this is where you keep track of your employees, and I've loaded them all in there for you. They all have an ID, a name, and a shop, a group. So these people are all shop people. And yeah, you can look through them. They're sorted by first name, I believe, automatically, but you can click on these if you want to sort and all that good stuff. Click this button to edit it, and you can see their details. So you can see what group they're in. We have the shop group and the field group. Right now everybody's in the shop. You'll have to tell me who the field people are. You can set a password here. You'll notice it does require an email. That's just my system requires an email. It doesn't have to be a real one. You can just do this if you want, because it's not actually used anywhere right now. Maybe long term, one day we'll use it so they could look up their own punches or whatever, or look at their history, whatever. But for right now, it's not even used, so you can just do this. And I think I just changed his. Yeah, I just changed his to garbage, but it's fine because we're not using it. If you need to add somebody, you have an add button up here. You can also delete them, although I don't see any reason why you would ever need to delete them. But if you wanted to delete one, you would click the checkbox and then click delete, and that would just delete them entirely. A better option is if somebody no longer works for you, just change this status to disabled, and it'll kick them out of all the reports, and then you never actually delete anything in case you ever have to look it up for some stupid, crazy reason. You just have it. You can look it up later. So that's the employees. You can add a new one. You just put in their name, put in their email, make them a password, make sure they're enabled, and you're good to go, and then they'll be automatically able to log in. Okay, so we were talking at the dashboard, how we can see everybody's times. If you want to see a specific time, the details and all that, you head over to this time card. You'll see you have a drop down where you can pick the person's name. You have a date field, start date, end date, and you also have a create punch button. So I'm just going to search myself. I'm going to press R. It's alphabetical by first name. So I pick Rusty. My card will automatically show up. Shows you all my punches. It says, hey, by the way, I only have 3 punches here. You kind of need an even number, so we're missing something. That's because I screwed with mine, right? Tells you your total hours. If you're over 5 hours, it automatically will subtract the 0.5 and show you the total. The total hours are up here. and these will be reflected for the entire week. So you can, pick the first, and you can see all my previous ones. Just from testing, of course, these aren't real. It totals them all up. You'll see over here, this was a long day, so it took the half an hour out. I worked from 5 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can see we're missing the punch right there. So you can do that for everybody. Of course, nobody else has anything right now, just me. And that's pretty much it. If you need to edit a punch, so let's make this simple and just go back to today, which is the 8th. So we're only looking at this one. You can just click on one of these, and you'll see the picture that they sent. That's a bad example because that's our logo. I don't want to confuse you. And that's also our logo. But if that was the selfie, oh my gosh, I did them all. The same picture. But if that was a real punch, that would show their selfie. You can edit the punch right here. So if you want to change this one from 9:44 to 9:45, whatever, a.m., just click Save Changes. This will automatically update itself, and you see that now changes to 9:45. We can change that to, 5:30, whatever. Save changes, it'll just fix itself. Everything gets updated. If for whatever reason, right, this was a mistake, that we didn't actually want to punch twice here, we have a delete punch button. This will delete the punch. Are you sure? Yep. And it will just go away. If you need the opposite of that, somebody forgot to punch, we have a create button over here. You can put in a specific day, I forgot to punch on Monday, whatever. So, okay, you can put in the 5th. It is forcing you to use the year 2019. That's to keep you from making any silly mistakes and, punching it in for the wrong year, which happens. But from there, you can just put in the hours and the minutes and the seconds. Let's say 2 o'clock p.m. on the 8th. And it should just update. Now, again, it's going to say, hey, I have 3 punches here, so something's wrong. You need another one. But it still does its best to try and figure out what your actual hours are. That's it, I think. I think that's it. So we talked about the dashboard. The dashboard's where you see everybody today, their current punches. The time card is where you can search for a specific person's punches for a specific range of dates. So I imagine on payroll, I don't know if you pay every 2 weeks or whatever, but you would just pick your start, end, pick your person. Of course, nobody has anything, but there's your total hours. There's your total hours. Of course, nobody has anything. If you'd like some other features, we can talk about that. Maybe every 2 weeks, this just gets emailed to you, and every Monday morning, you just get an email with an Excel file with all of the totals. Maybe you want that. I could do that for you. That sort of stuff. I think that's it. I hope you like it. I think it works pretty well. I think it's pretty awesome. I think it solves all your problems. Oh, we didn't talk about, we have 2 user groups, right? We have the shop and we have the field. Let me find Rusty here. I'm on page 4, that's me. You can see I'm in the shop group. I can edit it and change it into the field group. So these are the people who punch in, in the field. Click save. And now when I go to punch in as Rusty, we'll go back to knighttime.net. When I go to punch in as Rusty, you'll see I have a passphrase, which is a choice from a long list of animals. So my animal today is bison. So when I go to punch, I would now take a picture with the word bison, on it and hold it up next to my face. And that's how you know that that person is the person punching at this time. Every time they reload the page, they'll get a different one, and everybody will get a different one. So now I got octopus or whatever. On the admin side, let's just pick a photo. Back on the admin side, if I go into my type card for Rusty, and I click on that punch, which was this one at 11:20, you'll see that the passphrase is there. So then that's how you can verify that your people in the field are using the correct passwords for the day. And I think that's it. I hope you like it. It was a lot of work, but not a ton of work, because I've done something similar before, and I've already made all of the mistakes that I'm going to make. So you're getting the benefit of learning all those mistakes for free. But I think everything should be working. I think I've thought of everything. let me know if there's any issues. I'm happy to help it out. And thanks. Talk to you later.